Welcome everyone, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to put anything in a flower pot in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. First thing you want to do is get a structure block and place it down. Then next to that structure block you want to place down a flower pot. Then you're going to want to adjust the size of the structure block selection area to be the block the flower pot is in. Then you want to create a name for your structure and select save to disk. Then you want to put anything in the flower pot that you can normally put in there. For example, blue orchid. Once you do that, you're going to go back into your structure block again and you're going to hit save. Make sure it has save to disk on. Now the next step is to save and quit your world. Go in your NBT editor of choice. Then go to your files and find the one for the structure. If you're on PC, you can also use the export button in the structure block and then open that in like an online structure editor. And then modify the stuff in there and then import the structure. But if you're not on PC, then you have to use the NBT editor directly on the world. Next you go to structure, then palette, then default, then block position data, and then to 0, then the block entity data. Right here, you'll see this is the block entity for the flower pot. Now under plant block, you'll see there's blue orchid in there. Now you can change this to any block in the game, but only certain blocks will actually show up. The blocks that will show up in the flower pot include the ones that you can normally place in there, and a few others that I'll list on screen right now. For example, I'll put web here. Now if I save this and go back into my world. Now, blocks that won't show up in the flower pot will still go in, and you'll be able to pick them up by interacting with it. Or with certain ones like the portal block, you have to actually break it for them to drop. Now that I'm back in my world again, I'll load the structure. And you'll see there's a cobweb in the flower pot. If I interact, it actually gives me the cobweb. Now you can do this with any block in the game. If I do short grass here, so if I load the structure again, you'll see we have some grass in a flower pot. Now I'll show you an example with the portal block. If I set portal here and then save it, I can go back into my world again, and now if I load it one more time, you'll see it looks like there's nothing in there, and if I interact with it, it shows the interaction animation, but nothing comes into my inventory. And then once I do that, I can't do it anymore. So it obviously did something. It can still drop if I go into survival mode, and then I break the flower pot. And you'll see, I have a portal block. And if I place it down, nether portal. One of the cooler examples of this is hanging roots. Now if I save this again, now if I load the structure, now the roots are just floating above the pot, but they're not attached to anything. If you want to support my channel, I'll have my Patreon linked in the description below. That was it for today's video. Remember, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.